think the last question I'd have on this line is obviously we've just had a record year for FTX and all the other disasters that have been going on, and I'm just hoping it won't get worse this year with
I think it will.
other ones and Gemini and Crypto.com teetering as well.
I'm hoping nothing happens to Crypto.com, and to be honest, it's obviously because I've got little investments in it, but it's not just because of that. It's because I felt one of the things I used to say was Crypto.com sponsored the World Cup, and the World Cup ain't here yet. There's no way it's collapsing, but the World Cup's gone now. So I'm thinking there's possibilities. So, and to me, in the world we live in, this is a real gem and this is a real thought process for my own head. I don't put nothing past no one. Why? Everything is human made, and a human can have their own thought process on making it good, making it bad, making it work, taking it away, putting it back. That's it. So everything's a possibility. That's what I think.
But do you not think that regulation should have caught up with it a bit quicker? You know, we're still sitting here and there is still not enough regulation in place to foresee another event. And the way that these entrepreneurs, for lack of a better word, are collapsing companies left, right and centre, it does seem odd that regulation is taking so long to catch up.
No, I don't think it's odd. I think it's a plan.
Mm.
I think it's a plan in terms, not like a real plan, but there's a plan on, there has to be a cowboy period. Then the cowboy period is the period when the rich get really rich and people get really damaged. They find out all the loopholes, they find out all the problems, all the solutions, and I think it's just that time of the people who really have the power or really have the money or really have the know-how, they're not losing. It's like they're playing a game with real people and real finances, and we've never been in this position before. So they're trying to do crazy stuff.
They are, but I mean, you look at just Nike's investment into NFTs and the metaverse.
Yeah.
You know, if this isn't regulated, that investment for them becomes far more riskier than if it was regulated.
I think it's
you
more
look at the companies coming into the space right now.
Yeah.
Surely that in itself demands a response.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's why it's a bit skeptical to me in terms of, okay, but no one really owns the space to say whose responsibility is it for me to put the regulation in place so Nike doesn't get hurt. You know, what is Nike invested into? Whatever they're invested into needs to put the regulations in place. You know, I don't own the whole space, so I don't, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like the internet. It's not even kind of, it is. It's like the internet. If something goes on the internet, who are you looking at? You're looking at Microsoft or Apple. They don't own the internet. But that's your first point of call. You're thinking, I pay money into you lot, but you don't. They don't own the internet. And if something goes wrong on the internet, where was you on the internet where it went wrong? Because that's the place you need to go. Like if I'm on Google, whatever I then click onto is going to cause me a problem. I can't tell Google that. So I feel like, yes, there should be so much more regulations, but everyone's out to make the money right now. Everyone ain't, I'm talking about the big people, they're out to make the money right now. They ain't trying to help people not lose the money. Yeah, that's what it is. They're out to make the money and make the thing work, but they're not out to help people not lose money.
And that's true, because they do tell you that you could lose all your money if you invest in crypto.
They cover themselves
only invest what you can. But investment funds went into FTX. Pension funds went into FTX. With really, really qualified finance analysts and equities analysts looking at the portfolio and meeting with the employees of FTX, and they still went in.
They're still winning.
Which does raise a different radar, because even today in some of these communities, FTX's Sam is still considered to be, you know, quite an entrepreneur. But
he's still good in that.
Feranos, Elizabeth, similar story, no? Or is it because the Americans always do that with tech people and with tech entrepreneurs? Or they try to? Because we've seen that in the past.
I think, again, opinion, a lot of people's in bed with a lot of people. That's what I think. But also, which is more important, I think there's smarter people than smarter people. And if you're not as smart as a smarter person, they're going to be able to pull the wool over your ass. And this new technology, you've got to be smart. Like I think, that's a good answer. I think I got loads of money and I got loads of companies, but bro, I don't know how to read a smart contract. There's a possibility for him to bump you. And that's what I realized. I really feel like And no, I'll stand by that actually, very true. Because that's what I'm now teaching the kids. I'm saying, you don't think you don't need to learn technology, you don't need to learn coding. All the smart kids are going to learn coding. Then they're all going to have all the companies, then they're going to have all the jobs, and you're going to be the one sweeping, just because you didn't learn the coding. So it's the battle of the smartness. That's it, it's the battle of the brains now. If you don't know stuff, it's your problem. And that's what I think, even though, like you said, but all of these people in the higher places are going to there. Yes, but they don't know the information that FTX knows. So he's got the upper hand.
No.
Knowledge is power, isn't it?
It is. And